Two giants in payments, PayPal versus Square. Which one really delivers? On the left, PayPal, the global leader in online payments. And on the right, Square, the smart POS and payments platform built for small businesses. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. All right, before we get carried away, here's our game plan. We're going to put PayPal and Square head-to-head across 5 categories. We're talking fees and pricing, global reach and integrations, in-person versus online payments, business features and tools, and user experience plus support. That's the full map, so let's get started with the money stuff first, because, well, money talks. Okay, first up, fees and pricing. So, PayPal. It doesn't charge you a monthly fee for a normal account, which honestly is pretty nice if you're not rolling in transactions. The standard online rate is right there in the middle. You pay 2.9% plus 30 cents for every domestic payment. But things get a bit rough once you hit international territory. It jumps to 4.4% plus a fixed fee. And if you want to get fancy with premium features like a virtual terminal, you'll shell out a monthly cost. Oh, and kind of a bummer, if you refund a customer, PayPal keeps their slice of the processing fee. Now, switching gears to Square. These guys keep things super simple. Flat rate pricing for your average in-person swipe, just 2.6% plus 10 cents. And for online payments, it's the same as PayPal's basic rate. You don't pay a monthly fee for the basic POS, which is sweet. And if you start getting serious volume, they offer discounts for bigger businesses. Plus, when you issue a refund, Square actually gives you your processing fee back. The catch? If you want the fancier POS hardware or advanced software, you'll have to pay extra. Still, for this round, Square's just easier on the wallet overall. Next, let's talk global reach and integrations. PayPal honestly feels a bit unstoppable here. It supports over 200 countries and a ton of currencies, and plugs into basically every e-commerce platform you've heard of. APIs, plugins, they've got it all. Oh, and you get instant QR codes plus Venmo support, which is pretty cool for peer-to-peer stuff. The only hiccup? Fees get complicated when you're dealing with different countries and currencies. Now, for Square, it does integrate seamlessly with its own platform and is decent in places like the US, Canada, UK, and Australia. But, I mean, if you want to go beyond those core countries, Square's global options are just not as flexible. It's really built around its ecosystem. So when it comes to sheer international power, PayPal just kind of walks away with it. All right, in-person versus online payments. This one's always spicy. So PayPal is pretty much legendary for online payments. Invoicing, mobile pay, all that. Getting set up to accept payments on your site, app, even by email, super easy. But I gotta say, in-person payments are kind of a side gig for PayPal. If you want a physical POS, you're actually using Zettle. And it doesn't feel quite as smooth if you're trying to run a physical store. Now, Square, this is their turf. You get a full, all-in-one POS setup, the hardware plus the software, and you can even take payments offline, which is a lifesaver if your Wi-Fi is kind of sketchy. Plus, everything syncs. Inventory, analytics, you name it. And you can get started with hardware for like $7 to $10. The flip side is you do need their hardware for the best experience. But honestly, for brick and mortar, Square nails it here. Oh, by the way, quick fun fact break. Did you know PayPal was originally called Confinity? And get this, Square was co-founded by Twitter's Jack Dorsey. Not something you hear every day. All right, back to the showdown. Moving on, business features and tools. PayPal does great at recurring billing, subscriptions, donations. You can even integrate with Venmo and Zoom for sending and receiving cash internationally. But honestly, when it comes to features that help you run a busy storefront or do more than just get paid online, it's kind of basic. Now, Square, this is where they go all out. You can customize your POS for retail, restaurants, whatever. There's built-in inventory, appointment scheduling, analytics, multi-location support, and it's even HIPAA compliant for healthcare businesses. Want to sell CBD? Yep, Square can handle those payments too. The one thing is, it might feel like a lot if all you want is to take simple payments. Still, Square just packs in more tools for actual businesses. And finally, let's talk user experience and support. PayPal is one of the most recognized payment brands out there. I mean, everyone's got a PayPal button somewhere, and it's easy for customers. But looking at user reviews, ouch, the Trustpilot rating is kind of brutal at 1.3 out of 5, and people complain about slow customer service, especially for disputes. Switching to Square, they've actually got a pretty solid Trustpilot score, 4.1 out of 5, and if you're on a paid plan, you get 24/7 human phone support, which is a huge win. There's a bit of a learning curve with their advanced features, but the overall experience feels smoother for most business owners. So, if you need decent support and happy customers, Square takes the crown in this one. So here's the big picture. If you line up all 5 categories, it's actually kind of clear who comes out ahead. PayPal puts up a serious fight in global reach and online payments, but Square scores the highest overall, especially on fees, in-person sales, business tools, and customer support. Here's my take. If your business lives online and you need to go international, PayPal is the classic, reliable choice. But if you're running a physical shop, restaurant, or just want all your tools in one place, Square is honestly the top pick right now. Why settle for less if you don't have to? Enjoyed this comparison? Make sure to follow for more breakdowns of top payment platforms. And if you want to see another head-to-head battle, just drop your suggestions.